Okay, so here is a little bit of a snapshot of the collection. It starts over here, and I have these, and then these over here. And I have a combination of vintage, new, and certain styles that just have been out for years, but they're not really vintage. So let's go ahead and get started. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel, and thank you for joining me. Today I want to share with you my current Louis Vuitton handbag collection. I have a combination of items, handbags from Louis Vuitton that I have purchased directly from the store, and some that I have purchased from the pre-loved market or from an individual that was selling their item. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to be showing them to you in no particular order. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one that we're going to talk about is my Pochette Metis in Rouge, and she was made in the United States, and she is a 2016 bag. I have used her about 4 or 5 times. She is in absolute perfect condition. I have had no issues with this bag. I know that some have complained about glazing, etc. I've had no issues. She is absolutely adorable. She is an all-weather bag. I love the fact that she has the black handle, so you don't have to worry about the weather, or if you picked her up and your little nephew or niece had sticky hands. So she is an absolute gorgeous bag, as you can see. She does have a strap, so you can use her crossbody, and I do apologize, I will not have any, the majority of my straps are stored in their own dust bag in the closet, so I did not put them down. But anyhow, this is the Pochette Metis in Rouge. She is absolutely gorgeous. I don't use her that much. Like I said, I've used her 4 or 5 times, but she is absolutely gorgeous. So she is the first bag that I'm sharing with you. Next, we have an item that I bought pre-loved. This is the Amazon. She is a super cute crossbody bag, and she was made in France in 1982. She has a detachable strap, and she certainly has been loved. So she does show her signs of use, but I absolutely love her. I have used her a lot when I have gone to visit my sons at their college campus, because it's really small. You just put her on crossbody, use a little wallet, and just put a few essentials, and you're good to go. She is a vintage bag, and I love, love, love her, and I will not get rid of her. She is from the 80s, and even though we're not going to get into when my birthday is, you already have an idea because of my name, 50 plus luxury style, but I love the 80s, so I won't be getting rid of the Amazon anytime soon. The next bag that I'm going to share with you is also a bag that I bought pre-loved, and she is the Montsouris GM backpack. And she is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, her canvas is really, really beautiful. She was made in France in 1996. Let me just show you the back, her straps. See? And I hope that the lighting is not terrible. I am doing this at night, so. The only flaw that she really has is a watermark that she has at the bottom here. However, for being a 1996 bag, she is in just beautiful, beautiful shape. And the watermark doesn't really bother, it doesn't bother me that much, because if I would have purchased her in 1996, she would have that watermark or a worse watermark. So that doesn't really make me crazy. I really, really like her. She is a bag that I find that I can put a lot in, and it'll still hang very comfortably from you. And the other thing that I like about this bag is that she has this additional pocket here, and you can certainly put an iPhone 6 in there. I think a 7 also fits, but I have the iPhone 6s, or I think, so I don't know about the 7, but I'm pretty sure a 7 is going to fit in there. Also, as you can see, it's a pretty big zipper pouch there, and it's great. So you can put your little phone in there, and you don't have to open up the whole bag just to answer the phone. So this is the Montsouris GM, also made in France. The next bag that I'm going to share with you is going to be a item that I also purchased pre-loved, and I actually bought this item with the idea of actually changing out the vachetta. And the next bag is the Noe in the GM size. And I also purchased this pre-loved, like I mentioned earlier. This bag was made in the United States in 1990. And frankly, her canvas is in great shape. The vachetta on the bottom does show stains and wear. And her strap, there's really nothing wrong with the strap. Anyhow, I purchased this item at a very, very good price. And my intent when I bought it was to to change out all of the vachetta. So I took it to the Louis Vuitton store where I usually purchase. I spoke to the person in charge of repair, and I told her what I wanted. And she looked at the bag and said, "You're crazy. Why do you want to do that?" She said, "First of all, when they take off this strap says Malatier." She says, "You are not going to get that. They are going to throw the strap away because they're not going to give it back to you. So you're not going to have that, which you can't find anymore. And you're going to get everything replaced, and then you're not going to want to wear the bag because you're going to be afraid that you're going to get the bottom ruined, and it's a lot of vachetta." And then she said, "What are you using the bag for?" And I said, "Well, frankly, I don't use it for a lot right now. I tend to use it when I go to, for example, a soccer game or a child's soccer game, places where there's no size restriction on the bag, but you want to take a lot of stuff like sunscreen and bottled water and maybe even an umbrella. And that's what I shove in here." And she said, "Well, then why do you want to reline it?" And I said, "Well, you know what? You're right." So I decided to not change out the vachetta, and I'm sorry, I keep on saying relined, and that is the wrong term, and I will show you in a little bit why I keep on saying that. But so I decided to just keep her as is. And to be frank, her canvas is absolutely perfect. She has a beautiful strap. Yeah, it's 1990, another great year. So I decided just to keep her as is, and I quite frankly use her for those times, mainly on the weekend if I'm going to an outdoor activity and I want to take a lot of stuff, but I don't want to take a bag that I have to be super careful with. The Noe GM, this is the one that I take. Okay, so the next bag that I'm going to show you is the reason why I keep on saying relined instead of vachetta change. And this bag is the bucket in the GM size. She is gorgeous. She has feet at the bottom, and she is just a very, very big bag. And this bag I purchased, again, pre-loved, and she was made in France, but I don't know what year she was made. And the reason why is because the former owner went ahead and got the interior relined by the Louis Vuitton store. So if you look inside, and I'm sorry I have her stuff, but if you look inside, you'll see that she is absolutely gorgeous and in perfect, perfect shape. They even went ahead and when they get them relined, they go ahead and obviously change the chain out because this bag is supposed to come with a little pouch. It didn't come with this bag. The lady, I don't know what she did with the pouch, but bottom line is she just was selling the bag I got it. I decided to buy it because it was very well priced. The canvas is in impeccable shape, and obviously I was not going to have to worry about the interior peeling because she had already spent the money and got it relined. She had the receipt showing that it was relined at a Louis Vuitton store, and I went ahead and got it. The only negative is that obviously the vachetta at the top is lighter than the vachetta on the straps and the vachetta on the bottom. However, that is not such a big deal to me, so it doesn't matter. I use her to work sometimes. She's one of those bottomless pits where you can put a lot into. And to me, she's one of those classic LV bags. I remember her, and again, this goes kind of with my age. When I was in like 12th grade, first year in college, this is the LV bag, one of the LV bags that I kind of remember. So this is the bucket in the GM size. And if you've watched my other videos, you are gonna recognize this bag right away. This is the Very Tote, and she was made in France in 2017. And as you know, I really wanted this bag, and she is an absolutely gorgeous bag. However, I have not used her. She is still brand new. I have never taken her anywhere. She is stuffed still with the original papers that I got her with. She is absolutely gorgeous, but I'm not sure if I want to use her or if I want to keep her. I know it's crazy, but she's an absolutely beautiful bag. But yeah, so this is the Very Tote. Obviously, I got her at the store, and she's a 2017 made in France. Okay, the next one is a really fun bag. I purchased her pre-loved, and this is the Engaine. She was made in the United States in 1989, and y'all know how I feel about those 80s. She has a detachable strap, so you can use this as a clutch or you can use it as a shoulder bag. And depending on how tall you are, you can use her as a crossbody. But if you're very tall, you probably can only use her as a shoulder bag. She has 2 interior compartments, I would say, and she is an all-weather bag. So this is a bag that you can wear and not worry about whether it's raining, snowing. Well, it doesn't snow, we're in Florida where I'm at, but if you're somewhere else, you don't have to worry about that. She's a really cool bag. I really didn't know about her until I saw her being sold, and I really loved her. So this is a fun bag that they don't make anymore. She's super cute, and I love the fact that you can take these straps off and use her as a big clutch, and so that's real fun. The next bag is probably a staple in a lot of everybody's closet, and she is the Neverfull in the monogram print, and this is the Neverfull MM. She has the rose ballerine interior. She came with her pouch, and I use her quite a lot. I mean, I will actually, she is full of my stuff right now. Hang on, and I'll give you a little. It's a disarray in there, but I just came back from traveling, and this was the bag that I took with me. So this is the Neverfull in the MM size, and I actually bought this at a boutique, pre-loved. The rose ballerine was not being made when I it was limited edition, so by the time I went to purchase it, it was not available, and so I bought it pre-loved, and it is a bag that I use quite a lot. You can put a lot in her, and she's a workhorse. So I do use her quite a lot for work, and I use her a lot for traveling, although I have thought, based on this last trip, if I should get the GM size for traveling, but I haven't decided. So this is the Neverfull MM. She was made in the United States, and it was in 2015. Okay, so the next bag is kind of the one that started it all. It is the classic Speedy in the 30. And this bag was made in the United States in 2001. I am the original owner, and she has a lot of wear. I know, look at the handles, but her canvas is impeccable. There is absolutely nothing wrong with her. And she was my actual first Louis Vuitton bag. I mentioned this in the tag video that Lala tagged me in. Hi Lala LV. And this is my first bag. And like I said in the video, I did not buy her. My boyfriend at the time, who is my husband, he bought her for me. Now, he didn't buy her out of the goodness of his heart just because he said, oh yeah, let me give her an LV. No, he bought her because I was on him every single day, making him crazy until he bought it. I had bought myself the Pochette, and I had bought myself the wallet, and I decided I had to have the Speedy. But I made him crazy until he bought it for me. And so this is the Speedy 30, made in the USA in the year 2001. And I still have her. I will never get rid of her. And I do use her. I use her for work sometimes. I also bought an organizer for her because the one bad thing about them is that they are bottomless pits, and she's stuffed. But I do have some organizer in there, and I just kind of keep it in there. And I find that the organizer really, really helps so that you can find your stuff in the bottomless pit. But anyhow, she is the Speedy 30 in the monogram print. Okay, the next bag I'm going to show you is the Tulleries, and she was made in Spain in 2016. She also comes with a detachable shoulder strap that I have put away, and she's a lovely, lovely bag. I think I mentioned it. I may have mentioned it in a video. I'm not sure, but I did mention it in the video, so I'm not going to go into it again. But I actually had no intent on getting this bag. I was there looking at pre-release bags and put her on and just fell in love with her. And she is a wonderful, wonderful bag. She also has another zipper here. I don't know, here, where you can actually store things. Like you can put your cell phone in there if you want, so that it's a little easier to access versus opening the top zip. So this is a Tulleries, and I bought this from the store. She has her feet, and she is a really, really practical bag, and I wear this a lot for work, and I've been using her quite a lot. So this is the Tulleries. I bought her at the store, 2016. So this next bag that I'm going to show you was my first handbag purchase in store. So my husband got me the Speedy 30, so I didn't get that myself. And everything else that I had was pre-loved, not counting SLGs, but handbags that I had bought myself at the Louis Vuitton store. This was the first one. And this is the Clooney. I fell in love with her. This is the Clooney in the PM size. I have her handle wrapped, and I frequently do it just because when I go out, I try and match her to my outfit, and I love the way it looks when I have the beautiful strap with it. But I also do it because I'm trying very hard to keep the vachetta light on the handle, and I am trying not to get her stained. So I do like to dress her up. She's falling apart a little bit today, but this is the Clooney. She has feet at the bottom, nothing in the back. She opens up with a magnetic closure here, and she has a spectacular color inside. And this Clooney was made in Spain in 2016. And this is a super versatile bag. I gotta say that when I go out on the weekends, depending on what I'm gonna do, I like to reach out for her a lot. I will change out her bandeau. I'll match it up to what I'm wearing. I'll definitely put the strap on because the strap is gorgeous. It is a 2-color strap, like purplish, pinkish, and it is gorgeous. And it's definitely crossbody. So I have used this a lot. I find that you can use it for a lot of stuff, and it's not huge, but it's not little inside. So you do have all that space, plus you have the zipper compartment there. So this is the Clooney, purchased in store. She's made in Spain, 2016. Another one of my favorites. Okay, and we are winding down to almost the end. And we are to what I'm going to say is my absolute favorite bag. And that is the Blooming Alma in the BB size. I purchased this at the store. And I had no intentions of buying this bag. But the little pink detail with the gold, it just, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. So I went ahead and bought her. She has a strap also that you can use her shoulder. I cannot use her crossbody because I think it's too short. And I'm 5'3". But she is a spectacular, spectacular bag. I love her. I have used her a few times during the weekend. You do have to be careful with her. I wouldn't take her to a park. I wouldn't take her to outdoor type events, but evening or during the day, but you're gonna go somewhere where you know that you're gonna be inside, I would definitely use her. I can't even begin to tell you why. I just love her. The shape, she is feminine, she is beautiful, the details, I just absolutely love her. So this is the Alma, the Blooming Alma in the PM size, and she was made in France in 2016. Okay, and we are getting to the end, and I'm going to show you the only bag that I own in the Damier Azur print. If you have noticed, all of my bags are in the mono print. I love mono. I just really do. So this is the only bag that I have in the Damier Azur print. This is the Felicie. The funny part about this is that she is brand new. I have never used her. I knew that I wanted to buy her because she, of course, has the pink interior. And I was afraid that they were going to discontinue making this bag with this combination. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just thought, oops, what if they decide to change and they're gonna go ahead and make the interior a different color? I really, really want the rose ballerine interior. And I waited and waited and waited, and as I waited, they increased the price on it. So then I said, well, let me just get it, because the next thing you know, there's gonna be another price increase or they're gonna change it. So I went ahead and bought her in the store. So I bought her in the store. She was made in the USA, and she was made in 2016. I don't have her chain, or do I have her chain in here? I usually try and keep the chains, oh, I do have her chain in here. I try and keep the chains separate, but I actually have this one here, and she has the gold chain. So this is the Felicie in the Damier Azur with the rose ballerine interior, and she's the only bag that I currently have in the Damier Azur print. If you have listened to my video, you will know that she is soon not going to be the only bag in this print, because I am hot and heavy. I've told my SAs that I better get it. I pre-ordered for the Tahiti line, which is this print, the Damier Azur print, with some pink flowers, if you want to call that flowers. I mentioned that I tend to call things whatever I decide I think they are, and I call it the Damier Azur with a swirly. But anyway, I have pre-ordered the Neverfull in the Damier Azur, so I can't wait to get that. This one is brand new. I haven't used it, but the Felicie. Last but not least, she is the Felicie in Epi in Rose Ballerine. And I'm sorry, I kind of was shaking her to see if I have the strap inside, but I don't. She is gorgeous. I got her new at the store. She was made in France. Yes, she was made in France in 2016. And she has the silver accents, silver button, and a silver chain that I stored separately. So I don't have it to show you. But she is absolute gorgeous. I was not going to get this bag. I had no intention of getting this bag. If you see my collection, you see that I mainly have pretty large bags, or at least medium-sized bags. I don't really have these small ones. I have a few evening bags, but anyhow, my SA knows me, and she said, oh, I have this for you. I put it away for you. And I said, no, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And of course, I bought her. And she's absolutely gorgeous. And I have used her about 4 times, and I love her. She's super, super cute. The interior is absolutely stunning. And of course, she has the inserts that they come with. So she has her pouch, and she has the credit card holder. So, love her, love her, love her, love her. Okay, and that is the end of my collection. If you notice in the group picture, you may see that I had one bag in the Damier Eben print, and that was the only bag that I had in the Damier Eben print, but I just sold it and I already packed it up, and it's going to a new owner that is going to use her, so that's why I didn't show her to you when I did my one-on-one. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Leave me any comments or questions below. I'd be happy to tell you what I put in my bag or don't put in my bag, or what I use my bags for. But for now, that's it for this video. It's the end of the weekend, so let's all get ready for Monday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.